Hey guys, guess where I'm sitting at? I'm sitting in the Simply Thinking podcast studio. This is a place I get to call my own. I finally have my own studio. This is completely exciting. I'm just completely geeking out. I am not gonna show you guys everything because I'm gonna be making a video pretty soon, where I show everything. It's about 90% done. 85. Let's shoot for 85. 85% done. And there's a couple things I need to do it still, but for the most part, it's pretty done. It's amazing. And again, it's incredible because I get to call this place my own. This is my place. It's a place where I'm just excited because I just think about the conversations that are going to be had in this place, the ideas that are going to be discussed, where I get to sit down and just think and again, just with the guests I have on, get a dialogue with them and just express ideas, and it's gonna be incredible. I'm completely excited. This is amazing. I was telling a friend of mine the other day that this is a dream come true, and it feels kind of surreal. It's crazy to see something that was just once in here now become real, and it's here, and this is incredible, and I am just completely excited. And again, I just want to thank you guys so much for you guys' support and encouragement. It really means the world to me. So I wanted to make this video because I wanted to share something with you guys. It has nothing to do with an episode. Nothing to do with an episode. It's just more me sharing my heart about something that's been on my mind for the past couple of weeks. Again, my heart is into this. I love this. This is a passion project. This is something that I'm not doing because I want to be famous, because I want to be known. I really was again thinking about this a lot these past couple of weeks, and one thing that's been on my heart, and I'm not saying this to be poetic or be like, oh gosh, he's so nice, but this is really from the bottom of my heart that I just want to be effective. I want to be able to hopefully bring change in the way that we view things, that we may become objective in the way that we view our worldviews, and especially coming from a Christian background, that we may not forget about this in here, that we may become thinkers. Thus the name Simply Thinking. Just that's my goal. I want to be effective, and there is something that I've had to learn the hard way. And mind you, this is not an excuse, but it's real. I'm not an expert when it comes to podcasting. I'm very new. I'm only 6 episodes in. I just started at the end of last year, Thanksgiving to be exact. I started, and again, I'm learning as I'm going, and I'm not an expert by no means. And I failed in some things so far. I've made a couple of mistakes that I look back upon, and it frustrates me like crazy, because if you know me, I'm kind of a slight perfectionist. I like to do things right. I don't like to make mistakes, and I've made some, and it's tough, especially when it comes in the area of technology. I've made some bad calls, but looking back, it's I see like, all right, you know what, I have to make some better decisions when it comes to technology, and I've had to ask questions, and I've spent, trust me when I say this, I'm not exaggerating, I've spent hours going over technology, what's the best technology to bring the best possible sound, because you can bring great content, but if your sound isn't great, it really is bad, and that's the area where I've lacked. The sound hasn't been the greatest, so I said, you know what, I have to do something to bring great sound. So I invested in a microphone that it's one that I've wanted for a while. This is not a flex, by no means. Trust me, this is just me investing in myself. investing in my dream, and because again, I take this very seriously. I'm very passionate about this. My heart is so in it, and I really want to bring not just the best content could possibly bring, but the best sound quality, and bring just be excellent in in what I do for the sake of being effective. And so I invested in something, and it came in today, and it's still surreal to know that I have it right here, and it's it's this beauty right here. It's the Shure SM7b. It's this beauty right here. This is a microphone I've wanted for a while, and I was thinking whether I should get it or not. And I just said, you know what, I have to, because again, I just want to be the best that I could possibly be. And I just said, if I want to get there, then I have to invest. And here it is. This is very surreal. This is just incredible. It's such a beautiful mic. It brings such great sound, and I just can't wait to put this baby to work. It's gonna be quite amazing. I really cannot wait. And it's just incredible. It really is. And I want to say thank you to you guys who, and you know who you are, who have reached out to me in the past couple of weeks and have been completely honest with me and saying, hey, Heido, this wasn't so good. This was wrong in your audio. This we heard a couple mistakes here, and or even just in my delivery. Thank you guys for that. Really, because there's one thing that I've prayed to God for. I said, God, please don't surround me with yes men. Don't surround me with people who are going to be honest with me, who are going to be very real and help me grow. And there's no way that I could if all I'm doing is surrounded by people who just, again, are yes men. So that was just, that's completely amazing. So thank you guys for real. And it's because of that it's helping me make investments such as this and other investments that I plan to make over time, just for the sake of growing and again bringing the best quality that I can bring, not just with content but in sound, and just and again, it can't be done without tools like these. So I do want to share one quick story. Like I said, I'm completely new to podcasting. I'm not an expert. Again, I'm only 6 episodes in. But there was actually, when was it? It was a couple months ago when I had just made it known that I was starting a podcast. I was nervous, and I started thinking, like, man, is this something worth doing? Is there something worth investing in? Is this something that I should pursue? And I remember one night I was thinking about all this, and I just started asking God, like, God, is this something that's worth it? Like, should I do it? Should I not do it? I was just really nervous, and I didn't know whether I should or not. So I went to sleep that night with quite a very, with a heavy heart. And I woke up the next morning, and woke up and I did my thing, and I opened up my phone, and I went to Instagram, and I received a message from a friend, and it was so timely, and I felt it was God's response to the prayer I had the night before. I don't know exactly everything verbatim, but I pretty much said, your first episodes on your podcast ain't gonna be the greatest, and it mentioned different other ventures, like your first sales pitches are gonna be great, or your first business isn't gonna make you the money you think it's gonna make you, or so forth, stuff like that. It was mentioning different ventures, but it said it's moments like these that you'll look back on, and you'll see how far you've grown if you just keep going at it. And I got so taken. I was just overflooded with just gratefulness and saying, like, God, I thank you. It's I'm gonna give it my all, and I was telling myself, I'm sure I'm gonna make some mistakes, even though I hate making mistakes. I was like, I am, but it's gonna help me grow if I remain teachable. And that's one thing. Also, another thing that I've done my best to pray to God, and even though it hasn't been the easiest thing, but I said, God, help me to be teachable, that I may have a heart that's willing. So yeah, it's been just incredible to see God work. So I know it's just the beginning, and I plan to take this podcast as far as I could possibly take it. Trust me, there's the way it's in my head, what I envision. It's pretty epic, pretty, how to say, amazing and epic. Wow, I'm creating my own words. But yeah, there's a vision that I have, and again, it's things like this and this that I'm investing in that are just the first baby steps of where I want to go. So I thank you guys for those who have been following me on this journey in the beginning of Simply Thinking, and I can't wait to continue to grow in this and have you guys join me in this journey, which I'm completely excited for. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you all. And guys, look at this. Look at this. The Shure SM7b. Yeah, look at it. I have to go to sleep. I kind of don't want to, because I kind of feel like a kid on Christmas morning, because I want to kind of play with it and stuff, But I really gotta go to sleep. If you can't tell, I feel kind of but yeah, I'm completely excited. So thank you guys again for your guys' support. I really appreciate you guys, and as always, I will see you guys on the flip side. But most importantly, may we all stay